Hi guys, my name is Katerina and I'm a photographer, and today I will tell you why it is not worth buying an expensive equipment immediately when you are just starting your journey as a photographer or videographer. The reason number one is the cost of the photo shoot. When you are just starting to take pictures or shooting videos, then you probably want so much to buy as quickly as possible the best and the most expensive lenses and the most flagship camera, and you think that you will immediately get the coolest pictures and everyone will begin to appreciate your work. But actually, it is not so. It is not necessary to buy an expensive equipment, since the cost of your work as a beginner photographer will be relatively low at first, and accordingly its payback will take longer. And the disappointment from the hopes may be much more than you expect. Therefore, it is better to upgrade it gradually, step by step, by buying more expensive equipment. Believe me, there are things much more significant that you can spend money on, but I will tell you about this later. The reason number two is the quality of the picture. In 90% of cases, you can get a good picture with an entry-level camera along with an inexpensive lenses. For example, I have been photographing for a budget Nikon AFS50-1AG for a long time, and the picture from it completely suits me and my clients. Reason number three, change your vision. At the beginning of my journey, I believed that the top-end technique plays a big role, but this does not work so at all. Previously, you learn how to take pictures, see the light, moments, angles, and only then the technique helps you to create very good shots. Be sure to remember this, because the technique is just a tool that allows you to get a little bit more. At this stage, it is better to invest in your training. The biggest favor you can do to yourself as a beginner photographer is to master the basics first. Learn how ISO, shutter, speed, and aperture work together. Read material on photography, composition, and techniques that will help you to create more attractive shots. Reason number four. Expensive lenses and cameras in most cases are needed in order to photograph in difficult conditions. For example, if you shoot a wedding reportage in a restaurant without a flash at high ISO, but if you use a flash on a camera or separately, then the difference due to technology will not be particularly visible. Making portrait photo shoot, the portraits taken, for example, at 50-1.4 or 50-1.8 will have a difference in depth of field, but not so that anyone could notice without comparison. And this difference in price will cost you 3 times more, so that's why do not worry about this. The reason number five, for money saved, it's better to take additional equipment such as batteries, flashes or tripod if necessary, or a more diverse but inexpensive optics park. If you shoot a video, then it should be Steadicam or sound. This will help you more than the desired 85-1.4 and top-end flagship. Regarding the question, what will be better, to take an expensive camera or an expensive lens? It depends on the type of shooting which you will be engaged in. If it is a portrait shooting, it is better to take a more expensive lens. If you plan to shoot weddings, it will be better to have a more expensive camera, preferably with 2 memory card slots. As a conclusion, I want to say that the acquisition of an expensive device for a beginner photographer is impractical, because creating a good photo is only 10% depending on the technology itself. The other components are 30% the skill of the photographer himself, the knowledge of the basics of shooting, the ability to choose the right angle, realize the idea. 30% is an arrangement of light and backlight, and the other 30% are lens quality and photo processing. Thank you for watching this video and see you later. Bye!